a second-hand coat. I want a yacht, not a cheap little boat. I tell my daddy not to be depressed. All I need for happiness is the best. I want a diamond, nothing else has appeal. And when it comes to men, you know how I feel. I want a real man. Give me a real man, you know what I mean. I want a real man. Oh, real man, you're what I need.
What is up? A tremendous Tuesday to you. How you doing? What? Nice one? Oh, okay. Hey, welcome to Real Men. I'm your host, Tim Steeves. We have a great one today. Let's get right to it and meet the panelists. Today, joining us, Ted Dykstra. How are you, Teddy?
Line?
Also, Tim Reichert is here today. Nice to see you, Tim. Oh, yeah, he's always ready to go. And Kedar has jumped in. He'll be fired up. And Krista Sutton has also joined us today. And that's actually how we're going to get it kicked off with the commentary from Krista Sutton. No, Krista?
Thank you, Tim. Inter-religion or interracial relationships, say that one 5 times fast, they're doomed, aren't they? I mean, you two on the couch, you're obviously from different backgrounds. I mean, aren't you just rebelling against your parents? That's what you're doing, isn't it? You're just rebelling against them. And aren't you a little worried about your mixed children and your mixed grandchildren? I mean, aren't they going to be a little bit confused? And which one of you is going to convert? We can't have 2 religions in one household, can we? Well, I'm sorry, what's that? Oh, you actually talk through things. You communicate about different issues. Oh, but come on, doesn't it depend on the combination? I mean, white male, black woman, or white male, Asian woman, black male, white woman, Jew, Gentile, Protestant, Catholic. I mean, depending on how you combine them, right? Aren't we talking about a different statement you're trying to make? Oh, I'm sorry, what's that? Oh, you're actually in love. You're friends, you like to do things together. Oh, I see. My head was so far up my arse that I didn't even think about that. Love. I thought it was just a big political statement. Tim, didn't you?
I like that, Krista. That was a nice job. I see Krista working. She was using her favorite tool here on Real Men, the sarcasm. Yes. Yes. We'll go to the sarcasm. Kedar, what about it, man?
I didn't pick up on the sarcasm at all. I mean, you know what about it? Let's be serious about this, straight up. What does it matter?
It doesn't matter at all.
What does it matter? You're dating a Jew. You're dating a black guy, you're dating a white girl. It doesn't really matter. I find only in North America we so hung up on races, as far as races, different races marrying or having a relationship with each other. But if you travel extensively, in other parts of the world, a little island called Curacao, you got Dutch, you got African, you got French, you got everybody mixed together, and everybody, it's not even an issue. No one talks about it.
I know, it's only an issue in North America.
I mean, yeah, we have freedoms, we have liberties, but still we're hung up so tightly that, you know what, we're polarized like this. Still, I say, probably one of the most racist cultures in the world.
Whoa,
No,
no,
how about the least racist culture in the world? You go to any other country, and you're not from there, you were treated way worse than you come. It's a fact. Italy.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
That's because you refuse to grow a long beard. Grow a long beard and you're fine.
Right, and you should
wear a hat.
Right, and
I don't want to be in Afghanistan, though.
But you know,
wear a hat and
one
make
at a
your wife
time, one
sleep
at
in
a
the
time.
basement.
Yeah, why don't you, if I have to go there and grow my hair long, why don't you have to change your skin color?
Interracial relationships, come on, no problem, absolutely. There's no argument against that. There can't be. But I think there is an argument against interfaith. If people are really, really adamant about their religion, it depends how much it means to them. I mean, if you're an Orthodox Jew and you marry a Muslim who's really into his, I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you know, like
suicide.
that's insane. And your kids are going to be the most confused children that ever walked the face of the earth.
Don't listen to what Mummy says.
Your mum is an infidel.
Don't listen to what Mummy says.
The only thing there that will
said.
work is maybe the sex. And outside of that,
it could be great sex.
Deeper.
You infidel! Yeah, that's what happens. So, I'm sorry, Saddam. I'm sorry, Mr. Hussein.
Aside from my sarcasm, which God, I hope got across there. What
I got it.
One of the things that I've noticed, and I have been in relationships. I'm not even going to qualify what it is, because then I'm all of a sudden buying into this. But I've been in mixed relationships, and one of the biggest things that I find is that it's all from outside. You're
Mixed faith or mixed race?
both, actually.
Was it a brother?
It was a brother.
All right.
You can come back home, you know.
But
See, this is what I'm talking about.
How religious are
Come
you?
back to Africa.
I'm not very religious.
You're not very religious.
Head up.
Sorry, I haven't said anything.
Tim, how are you?
I think Tim wants to say something, everyone.
I thought you were
Man,
down
it's
on
hard
the
to get into
floor.
this
I didn't know
panel
what you were
sometimes.
doing.
I wanted to back Ted up on that. The interreligion thing is ridiculous, because people who aren't religious, they're the only ones who could possibly deal with an interreligion. I know people who it's a Jew marrying a Christian and one of them converts, but neither of them really follow their religion to the letter of the law.
Right.
So it's not a problem if they raise them and teach them properly. But the concept of two really religious people getting together, that obviously can't.
That
good
will
idea.
not
It's
work.
not
Those
a
are
good
two
idea.
people that
But I
have
don't
no
like
regard for their religion.
There's a
They just
difference
happen to be
between
under the
can't.
umbrella of that, oh, I'm a Christian, but I've never been to church.
It's all
Or
about
I'm
when you have
I'm
your
a Jew,
holidays,
but I've never
right?
been to synagogue. I mean,
Krista, do you agree with what the boys are saying?
What I'm
that,
saying, there's a
it
difference
won't work?
between can't and two people deciding it won't work. But in terms of society in this North America being the most racist place on earth.
No, come on, man. Interracial
another-
couples
that's
anywhere else
another
in the world
episode.
have it tougher than they have here in North
Not
America.
from what
I
I've
guarantee
seen. I
you.
mean,
Oh, I don't
not
agree
from
with
my
that.
travels, no.
Not
Have you seen an
Colombia.
interracial couple
In France
No,
and
they,
One at a time.
Interracial couples are looked upon, frowned upon more extensively here than in the other parts of the world.
I do
That's not
believe
true.
that. I do
Go
not believe that.
to the Middle East.
Go to England.
Go to England.
Go to England, man.
England?
That's a horrible place.
England, well, you know what? Well, us as Canadians, I mean, derived from the colonialism type of attitude, it's the same type of culture.
What does your
pretty
father
much.
do?
Exactly.
What does your father
Social
do? They don't even
class,
ask you what you do. They ask
color,
what your father does.
See,
things
that's
like
funny.
that.
I have a different recollection of England, that there are lots of mixed
Well, I
relationships
didn't get laid there.
There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot more there
I
now.
believe that there are a whole lot more.
Yeah, a whole lot more now. I think we're
I
really.
believe that there are
There's a
whole
lot of black Englishmen in London that I
We're out of
know.
time.
And it's true.
We're
hung
running
up on this.
That's about it. Nice segment. We're going to give the last word to the dude on the street. When we come back, we're going to talk about dating an older woman. Yeah. And Joe Q Public has the last word on this topic.
Come on, men out there. What about the sampling? What about the buffet of international babes out there?
You can't constrict yourself.
No,
Restrict yourself.
you can't limit your growth as a man, and you can't limit your spiritual awakening.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Would you date an older woman? Let's find out from Ted Dykstra. Ted?
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than, you know that song. You know the topic. Older women, younger men. Now, I think it's important to divide this into some categories, because first we have the boy and the woman, you know, and I don't think there's a red-blooded straight male alive that wouldn't like to jump in the sack with his cute French teacher and be taught a few lessons, given a few pointers over and over again, because his recovery time is about 45 seconds at that age. This kind of lusty, luscious love has been glorified in movies like The Graduate and The Summer of 42 and that episode of Happy Days when Ralph Malph and Potsy and Richie got all bent out of shape doing yard work for that divorcee. Remember that one? Now, of course, older woman for these kids is a woman in her, say, late 20s, early 30s. By the time the guy's in his late 20s, you'd have to say an older woman would be, say, in her early 40s. And I think that this is where we have to draw the line, okay? A line must be drawn here, because really, what's he doing? He's dating his mom. That's what he's doing. He's dating his mom. Earth to Oedipus. It's going to end in tears. Then as he gets older, say in his late 30s, he'd be dating someone in their, say, early 50s. Now, ladies, watch out for this man. He has a cocaine problem, and he wants your PIN number. Okay, trust me on this one. Doesn't matter how good things are in the sack, do not give him any money, okay? Finally, far away from that line in the sexual sand that we drew, we have the guy in his 40s dating some woman, say, in her 60s. He's gay. Tim, back to you.
Nicely Nicely said, Ted. I think what we're talking about is older woman, younger man. I think when it's an older man, then the whole older woman thing might be, that's what you're saying, right?
What did I say? Did I say it backwards?
No, you were on the button, baby. I'm just saying, I think the older woman works when it's the younger man, and you're saying, like, you know, as the man gets older, then the whole theory starts to fall apart.
Right.
What do you think, Riker? Would you go the cougar route?
Oh, cougar me, baby. Look, my leg's in my leg's in a trap. I can't get away. I love the cougars, man. Sexual peak for women, 35. Sexual peak for a male, 18. Tell me we're not supposed to be going after the older.
You're not 18, though.
You're right.
What about someone
That's
your
where
age?
Tim's plan breaks down.
It all falls apart.
Oh, man, I forgot.
My theory is fascinating, but it sort of breaks down.
No, you know what the sad truth is that 18-year-old boys have no clue that 35-year-old women are hot for them or are sexually active.
True enough.
They have no clue. Once you get to 35 and you realize, wow, women of this age are way better at sex than the young chickies.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should speak for yourself because, you know, some guys had experiences when they were younger.
Now, young girls
Surely
do not
some
know how to have
must
sex.
Young boys
don't
do
know
not
who.
know how
Oh,
to
yeah,
have
and
sex
young boys
either.
are great.
Yeah, they're great.
Wow, can we do it again? Wow, can we do it again? Wow, can we do it again?
You actually think, though, that it just crosses the line and then it's just
Yeah,
repulsive
the line's
and
exactly where I
psychotic?
said. It's somewhere in the late 20s where you shouldn't be dating women who are 15 years older than you.
What about the other way around?
It's fine. It's totally
Really?
fine.
Yeah.
You know why? Let me tell you why.
Ted's got a theory.
Because women at some point are going to think about children, and they want to have a successful man. So a successful man is more likely to be older, so that's still an attraction
if you get
for a
rid
woman.
of all that stuff.
But you can't get rid of it. It's
Yeah,
part
you
of
can.
it.
If they both
Get rid of it if
decide
you're in the
that-
jungle and you.
We don't live in a vacuum, Krista. Come on now.
No, but I'm saying if you're a 35-year-old woman or a 40-year-old woman or a 50-year-old woman and you've decided you don't want to have kids, then what does it matter?
I'm not. And women would love to go and jump a bunch of younger men, but younger men generally aren't that interested once they get past, say, 25 years old. Then they start being interested in girls who are 13.
I still have my older woman fantasies, even though I'm 35.
Really?
Yeah.
So how old would this older woman be?
Late 40s, mid 40s.
Email, folks. Email it.
Why?
Goldie Hawn.
Why older? Why older? Why not younger? Why older?
I both. I mean, I don't know.
Anything.
Does anybody only fantasize one way?
Yeah.
I have many different fantasies.
Hey,
Younger
Tim,
girls,
keep
older
in mind
girls.
your wife might watch the series.
How old
dude.
are you going?
This
with
isn't
your
on-
fantasy?
Oh, this will be on
old
TV, sure.
can you?
That women can watch this.
but I see going younger than older, but not too young. You don't want to go into the pedophile years. You want to stay in and around the 20s, right?
Yeah, let's keep it legal.
But what I'm still stuck on is that you actually think it's wrong.
Well,
No, it
let's
can't
say
be.
I'm being provocative, shall
Okay.
we? For the interest of the show.
How very provocative of you, Ted.
But it's not wrong. It's just very unusual.
It is.
It's very unusual, and I think people generally kind of go, "Oh, he's a mummy's boy," or "He's got issues," or whatever,
It's a
or
sex
you know,
thing.
he needs someone to run his life. Like, don't you think that about a
The
guy? who's
Oedipus
going
thing,
on with
Ted?
it? Yeah, definitely.
Little
The
So it's
Oedipal
okay with
thing.
me, though, with like a little...
Are you
20-year-old,
kidding? You're in
18.
you're golden. You can go with
You're a
anybody you
cougar.
want.
I can go as
You're ready to
low.
go.
You're no cougar.
Yeah, but you see, it's frowned upon when an older woman is dating a younger man, but it's not frowned upon when an older man is dating a younger woman.
No, not
It's-
at all.
No,
in
not
fact,
at
it's
all.
like, hey, way to go, buddy.
But isn't that the
I
same
saw her. She's
Oedipal
But,
thing?
but then it's reversible in that he might be getting what he wants. Each one gets what they want. He gets what he wants in the younger woman that he can't get in an older woman, and she gets what she wants as far as the sugar daddy factor
Totally.
is concerned.
Well, women are more
Oh,
mature
that's
than men,
why.
so women tend to want the intellectual stimulation from an older man, and guys.
The internet dating thing, the most people who get taken and fleeced are older women who somehow they start
Every
writing
time.
some criminal guy and he's a lot younger.
Oh,
he gets with
I
it,
don't know. If
and he's
I went
still-
up to
I'm
some
telling
young
you.
girl went up to some 60-year-old man in a bar, they'd be just as easily taken.
No, well, no argument. But
Yeah.
it's not about a relationship.
It's the difference between sex
sex.
and a relationship, too. Like what you're saying, at 35, yes, I still have older woman fantasies, but at 35, had I found myself single right now, would I hook up with an older woman for long term or a younger woman for long
Right.
term?
Would you
Probably
be thinking
younger.
about, yeah.
We're out of time. That's a nice segment. We're going to come back after this, talk about opposite sex friendships. Are guys able to pull that off at all? We'll find out after this.
Goldie Hawn, baby.
Hey, welcome back to the show. This segment, we're going to talk about opposite sex friendships. Do guys even have that in their repertoire? Krista, do you have any illusions that your guy friends don't want to sleep with you?
Okay, well, the gay ones don't want to sleep with me. I have some really best friends who are gay that don't want to sleep
Well,
with me.
that might work, sure.
But the other ones, I just can't think about it. No, they're my, some of them are my best friends, and if I could be really honest about it, I would suspect that
There's
they're
some sexual
harboring
tension
some.
there.
They're harboring some.
Little
And
sexual
you're not.
tension.
You're
I can't
not
even
at all.
say it. It's like, you know.
You're not harboring it at all. You don't think about it when you're with your friend who's straight, and
They don't.
It doesn't cross your mind. You would really prefer it
Not with
never
some,
to be on the
obviously,
table.
it's happened before. I mean, and
I need to believe that it's possible.
Yeah,
I need to believe it because my wife, her group of friends, are all guys. She went to school with all these guys, and one of them's an ex-boyfriend. And I'm cool. I'm not jealous kind, and I'm friends with all of them. But I better be able to believe that there's nothing more than just friendship there, or else I'm screwed, right?
Well, it's a good news, bad news situation, big man. I think the good news is you're probably fine on the practical end of things, but probably some bad news in the fantasy department for you.
Oh.
What do you think?
I think it's a good thing you're not on the couch beside me, right?
I'm not talking about me, man.
No, I'm just saying don't bring up that my wife's got those thoughts going through her mind.
No, I don't mean. I mean the guys.
Oh,
the
the
ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
I'm talking about the ex-boyfriend.
Is she extra
I
spunky
suppose
when
so.
she comes home?
I suppose so, but I can think of one or two girl friends that I have that maybe they're not my best friends, but they're people I see all the time, and I have no sexual attraction to them whatsoever.
yeah, it's funny because I've always been a little bit naive about it. I have had all my life, some of my best friends have been guys. And I think sometimes I have been a little naive
You know
about
what?
it until one of my girlfriends
Good-looking
goes,
women are very naive.
yeah,
about
well, that's
that.
probably
They
part
are.
of the problem.
They really, really
I
are.
love hanging out with guys.
I know,
it's
but
fun.
do you know why they like hanging out with you? They just want to look at you.
No, that's
No,
not true.
come on.
there's more to it than
Not
that,
all
Ted.
of them.
No, because you have a great personality. That is
No,
true.
but Ted,
I
I
like
mean,
hockey.
Krista,
And you like hockey.
Krista probably, would say things like, "Oh, they're just so sweet. They're all just so sweet guys," and they are. But there's more
They
to it, eh,
listen to all
Kedar? Don't
my-
you think there's
They're
more
on
going
their
on there?
best behavior when they're around Krista.
No, that's not true.
No, your friends are your friends. We're all assuming that every guy that knows Krista wants to sleep with her because Krista's a very beautiful woman, Krista.
Oh.
No, but seriously, but there's how many times have you said that girl's really gorgeous and another guy's gone, she doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe one of Krista's really good friends
Thinks I'm
One
fun.
man's
thinks she's good looking, but
one
doesn't
man's
think it's
Krista
good
is
for her. It's not
another
her
man's Roseanne. Can we say
That's
that?
it.
was
But
a
you
good
know what?
example.
If you put Krista and those 5 friends on an island someplace, every last one of them.
And add a little flute and bongo music.
I just don't think. What I'm
You got
happy about is
yourself a
I don't
movie.
think anybody could be offended by Ted's choice of Roseanne for that example. I think that was expertly
Oh, I
done.
know.
Hey.
No, before the surgery.
Kedar,
Roseanne before the
hold on
surgery.
now, hold
'cause
on.
She looks great.
Let me
now.
just hold on now. Kedar, do you have any extremely attractive female friends?
No, my wife made sure that I got rid of them before we got married. I had to cut them all off. She has my black book. I don't know what it looks like now. I think it's lavender. But honestly, I have no extremely attractive female friends, none whatsoever to speak of.
I
And
guess
it's
I have
sad.
a
Did
few,
you
but
before?
They're in the
Sad.
business.
I did. We played tennis, we go bike riding, and she swore to me that they were my girlfriend. I go, no, we honestly just are friends. We enjoy the same activities. Growing up in a track and field background, we ran track and field together, practicing. We stretched each other like this together.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fly with the wife.
Yeah.
And she doesn't
Well,
want that
come
kind of
on.
stretching. That's
You
the
can
only-
understand that,
No,
can't
no.
you?
Can you hear the
understand
wife
that.
now, Ted? Can you hear Kedar's wife now?
Yeah,
with
totally,
oh, you're
yeah.
stretching.
No,
oh,
I
you're
think-
stretching.
All we were doing
oh,
was
you're
stretching, honey.
For someone
I'm
like
so loose now.
For someone like Krista,
Stretch your neck.
it can always be a possibility if you're single. If you're single and you have a friend who's a guy and he's single, of course that possibility is really, really ripe. I think if you're married, though, and they know you well enough to know how married you are and that you're okay, you're out of danger.
Yeah, but the
and you
very
can't have
point
those
that you are
friends.
married, they want you even more now.
Well, that's certainly true in my case.
This
A
is
lot of
true.
women want me
No,
back.
that-
What about the guy friends who are always asking you for female advice, for women advice?
I can
on
give
their-
that out.
No, but I mean, is this part of your,
You
idea
mean guys
that
that
they're
ask
all?
you for advice, Krista? You mean your guy friends that ask you for female advice?
Yeah, is this part of their scheme? They're asking me, there's this really nice girl I like, and
Maybe.
She's got blonde and,
You know what? I
wears
think
a burnt orange top.
given spending an afternoon with one of these guys, generally, or hanging out with you for a day, most guys would just like to hang out with you for a day. And that doesn't mean that they're after you or that they want you.
That is so wrong. That is only the only way. Very few people are going to make that choice other than, do I want to really hang out with Krista for the day, or do I really want to hang out with a guy? It's not a question, do I want to go have sex with Krista for the day, or do I want to hang out with a guy?
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm going to choose one to hang out with,
the
I can choose
question
based
really
on personality
becomes,
only, not because I just want to look at Krista.
The question really becomes, are you going to hang out with real men for one more segment? You're damn right. We're coming right back.
Wow, what a bumper.
Hey, there's a bumper, baby. That's a bumper. Are men mature enough to have female attractive friends? I don't know. Kedar,
He just changed it.
Kedar, you're saying no. We can't. We can't have the opposite sex friendships.
No, we can't. A man cannot be friends with a woman unless she's extremely ugly. Now, that's doable. An ugly female friend or a very, very lesbian, strong, muscular, intimidating female friend, doable because she can help you lift stuff and carry stuff, and that's doable. But attractive,
But
sexy.
when your beautiful girlfriend breaks up with you and says, I want us to still be friends, you go, no.
No.
I'm leaving.
I'm going to help you move.
I'm so leaving.
That's
It's
it.
nice
In
knowing
fact,
all you guys.
My ugly friend will be
friends.
helping us move.
Her
My ugly
lesbian
friend's coming
sister
over to
will
help
be
me move
helping you.
out.
Are these guys just full of crap, Krista?
Oh, it's
Yes.
so depressing. You're just full of crap.
Of course we're full of crap. We're guys.
Or what? Are we going to just go back to the dressing room now, all of us? Because you're all my friends.
I like it.
Oh, is that an invitation?
Only if
Oh,
we can
it's
get the
so
cameras in
depressing,
there.
though.
You're
I have to
saying-
call
We
all
got
my
the handheld.
friends.
No, don't be depressed. I think we're being very tongue-in-cheek, and I think, of course, you can have friends. Of course, you can have friends who are guys, and not
they're gonna think about
doesn't
you
lead
once
to
in a while
anything.
like that.
But if they're not thinking about you a little bit, then I question their sexuality.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying, really.
I was
And
saying,
also,
too, we
where
were-
did cougar come from?
Yes.
Oh, the word
is
cougar?
cougar?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what-
when did that get started? It's taken on a whole
let's-
life of its
I've
own.
only
Let's
heard it
go
the
out
last
on
5
It's
years.
been-
Let's
become
go
a
out on
big
a
thing.
total silence as we
Ponder the word.
think about cougars.
cougar.
It's
very
got to have something prowly, yeah.
prowl, stalking kind
Does
of.
anyone know the origin? Anyone know where it got
I think
started?
it's the big hair they have. Often. Looks cougar-like, I don't know.
Cougars with
studded
big
collar?
hair.
Oh, no, sorry, that's something.
But
You're in
cougar-
big hair cougar country. Be
A
careful.
wild. Okay, that's all the time we've got today. I don't know why
I just
cougar
ruined the
because
end
I've
of the
never
show.
seen a wildcat smoking an Export A non-filter. But next time on the show, we'll be here with our all-star talkers. Tune in then. Thanks a lot.
Austin.